Good morning, my people. It's the American Patriot reporting live from in the studio. So, I was gonna go out today, do a little thing, but what I mean, I'm staying indoors today. So, what we have going on is yesterday some information came across my desk about SEPTA, and there were a lot of people protesting that SEPTA is running low on money and that SEPTA needs the budget increased, and SEPTA is bleeding a lot of money from their other accounts, and just SEPTA. So it had me thinking about SEPTA. So when there's a lot of people saying that SEPTA deserves more money, the American Patriot, says that SEPTA does not deserve no more funds. SEPTA is bleeding the American government of funds and money. So, there's a lot of people that say SEPTA is mismanaged, the budgets, whatever. That's not the people's problem. That's not the people's problem that SEPTA is not managing the budget. That's SEPTA's problem with all these high paid executives and financial advisors that they hire. That's their fucking problem. So let's just stay on topic. So SEPTA is a good American company that has provided great transportation for the citizens of Pennsylvania for as long as I have been here, since 1990. I can remember paying 50 cents to ride SEPTA to the King of Prussia Mall and it being a beautiful experience. But over the years, I don't know what has happened. SEPTA is part of the problem because most of SEPTA's train stations are a breeding ground for poverty. It's just, I say it as plain and simple as it is. Every train station that SEPTA is currently running is a breeding ground for homelessness and poverty and drug use. It's simple as that. So when I go to the train station, I look and I wonder, I would say, how come there's no coffee shops, no donuts for the passengers who are waiting on the bus? So that's missed revenue right there. But what SEPTA has not done is SEPTA has not studied the urban demographics and the social classes of the urban areas that they have their services running through. And SEPTA is not the only one. New Jersey Transit is also doing it, and the Delaware Transit System is also doing it too. So what SEPTA has failed to realize is that the demographics have changed in most urban communities. It has went from being prominently African American to now it's the Latinos, the Mexicans, the Spanish. And what SEPTA has failed to realize is that as African Americans work less and contribute more to the unemployment rate, and the Spanish they work more, these people do not catch the bus. My neighbors, my Latin and Spanish neighbors, they all have vehicles or they get picked up for work. So there is no need for the bus. So, okay, let me tell you a story. I was driving behind a SEPTA bus and the bus was empty. The bus was empty. Why is SEPTA running empty buses? Can somebody please tell me why SEPTA is running empty buses? If you know, that has nothing to do with the budget. So now, right, along with running empty buses, SEPTA is running old buses. Old buses come with old problems that constantly need fixing. Also, SEPTA is dependent on diesel. The price of diesel keeps going up and down. It's bad. So now, if you're providing a service that is really not needed like that no more because the demographics are changing, wouldn't you say, let me change my strategy? No, you know why SEPTA won't change their strategy? Because SEPTA has no competition. That's what happens. Listen, the government has anti-trade laws, antitrust to promote competition and to avoid monopolies. But there's no monopoly on the public transportation system. But There needs to be competition. The government is not allowing no one to compete with SEPTA. Because if I, the American Patriot, was competing with SEPTA, all I would do is I would start running Sprinter vans, the big ones. They're more faster, they're more reliable, they're more fuel efficient, and they take less to fix. And now you don't have all these big bulky buses running over the road for they're losing, they're running at a loss. SEPTA is running at a loss. And people are not saying anything. You have this guy, I don't know who he is. He's sitting up there and he's preaching that SEPTA needs more money. He needs to come talk to me because I get mad and ask him why. But that's not even the point right now. The point is that SEPTA is running at a loss and they're going to give them more money. The executives of SEPTA need to come and talk to me and the mad scientist because I have 35 years of research and SEPTA's marketing plan is flawed. Delaware transit system is flawed. New Jersey, the tri-state area's transit system is flawed and they need a revamp. I'm telling you now, they are bleeding the American government. I don't care what you SEPTA drivers say or you SEPTA engineers. You guys are part of the problem. You guys are making hefty wages for driving old buses around Philadelphia that nobody's even catching. I could tell you guys right now, you go into some of these places, you're going to see SEPTA drivers just hanging out. Buses just waiting. Buses are empty. Buses are dirty. Train stations are dirty. Everywhere is dirty. Everywhere is fucking filthy. We need to get it together. And SEPTA is a part of the problem. I don't care. I'll say it. I have freedom of speech. SEPTA is a part of the problem. You go to their train stations, they're all ran down and they're all beat up. But yes, SEPTA can fix it. SEPTA is a American staple. But the thing is, SEPTA doesn't have no competition, so competition drives innovation, and SEPTA is not being innovative. I don't see the innovation. They're putting tablets out on the streets for what? What is a tablet going to do at this stage of life? What? Tell me. Come on, man. The people need you to do better because you know better. So we out. Y'all have a good one.